The Sam Livecast is brought to you by Fixers Living. Check them out on the internet at fixersliving.com or love them on the Facebook. Facebook.com/Fixers Living. Kitchen, bath, outdoor, joy. That's what they do. Hey everybody, welcome to Sam Livecast. It's a brand new week, brand new food we're doing this week. Let me say hi to the boys. Max, Lynn, everybody good back there?
What's up, everybody?
Good.
Fantastic.
I was thinking, can you take the dog camera for a second?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it. So you see the wall that's above Haley?
Yeah, the one
to the right. Okay, so for people that don't know, you two boys, maybe you could split this for a second. Those two boys are behind that wall.
Yes, we are behind Haley.
Funny is when Max points over there.
Max is pointing. Max is pointing at me, but take me. Mm-hmm. I'm pointing straight ahead towards nothing. If I wanted to point at those boys, I'd point that way.
Yes.
And I find it weird that I look straight ahead into a camera. Uh-huh. And, of course, I can see you guys because I've got a monitor right here. Mm-hmm. But the crazy thing is, as I've been watching the show back the last couple of weeks, I'm feeling like I'd like to be looking at you.
Like, actually?
Actually, and the only way to do that is for me to turn this way and for us to put a window that we've talked about before.
Yes.
In that hole.
Yes.
In that wall. Do you think we should do that?
We've been talking about it.
We talked about it for ease of the show would make sense, and you could slide it open and talk back and forth.
Yeah, it would have a window.
But I feel like I don't give a crap about that. I feel like I would just like to be looking at you guys.
Yeah.
But I can't tell where Lynn's position is. How close are you, Lynn? How close are you to that wall there?
I'm actually
side wall.
I'm more.
Reach the.
Are you talking about in front
of
us?
The cubby corner.
Oh yeah, like the cubby's right here.
So I wonder, would I see you well enough if we did that?
Maybe.
No, but there's also another part of this. What we talked about is that we'd have to take out this desk and then just put a flat table, because right now you notice Lynn's a little bit behind me, and that's because there's drawers right here. Yeah. If these were gone, then Lynn could be sitting right here, and we'd be all at the same area.
And for those who still haven't figured it out, this is like your home. So
it's not like my home. It is my home.
Oh yeah, this is your home.
Okay, and maybe this is boring to people, but I like the idea of now being able to see you.
Yeah, that would be
I
cool.
thought, what if we put the window there, and I move myself to this spot, and then I face that way? Except behind me, you would always be all blown out because that's the outside, and whatever. We'll figure this out. Mm-hmm. Maybe we could do this in a studio at some point.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Everybody go to thesamlivecast.com and check out all the amazing stuff we've been doing. Last week we did Tuna Week. Canned Tuna Week.
And
it was epic. Before you start shitting on it like Lynn,
thank you.
Just remember that it was great. We made these honestly unbelievable little
the tuna cakes.
Tuna cakes that we made.
Lemon
They're
salsa.
like crab cakes. We actually got a shot of them right here. Oh. There they are, the little crispy guys.
And those are like the size of a silver dollar in diameter. They're about an inch thick or something. We did the orecchiette pasta with the arugula and the garlic and tuna in that.
Yep.
So
unbelievably good. And we started off the week with that white bean and tuna salad, essentially, really. No mayo, just olive oil, seasoned well. Leeks and whatever.
Just a whole bunch of goodness.
Parsley, really good. So this is Healthy Appetizer Week. Once again, I'm trying to stay, reasonably good in what I eat, and until I stop doing this, not everything on the live cast is going to be healthy, but certainly things that I try and put in my mouth here are going to be. And today we're starting with what I refer to as cheater hummus. And I'll explain the cheat when we get to it.
Oh, is that why we're using the processor?
That's what the processor's out for.
All right.
Cheater hummus, I think you'll find it the cheat an acceptable one and an easy one. Because pretty much you should be able to make hummus almost any day of the week in your house, save for one ingredient.
Have we done cheater brulee on the live cast?
Cheater brulee?
The fake creme brulee?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have done that on this show?
Didn't
I don't
we?
think so.
Oh, we did pumpkin brulee.
I don't even.
I don't think
remember
we did that. Yeah, we did that last Halloween or something, or Thanksgiving.
Well, maybe
this
we
year.
can throw that in because that's so easy. We can
It's
do
so
that
easy,
in 5
but that's
seconds.
definitely not on the healthy appetizer. But we'll do that.
Cool.
I won't
okay.
throw that in today, but we'll do that at some point.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, lots of stuff to talk about. Last week I was talking about reality shows that cheat. I don't mean cheat. I mean that fake stuff, which I guess is cheating in a sense. We were talking about a bunch of them. So the faking continues with Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmare show. Started off as a British show. Gordon Ramsay goes into the kitchen of restaurants that are failing and tries to help them with their management, with their food, with the way the restaurant looks, that kind of stuff. So this is just from a miscellaneous handful of articles that I yanked off the net, but here's a few comments. Miami Herald TV writer Glenn Garvin anonymously dined at a taping of Kitchen Nightmares and saw firsthand just how fake the drama on the show really is. The episode was shot at a Scandinavian eatery in Miami. Gavin's report is pretty damning, from him getting threatened to have his notebook taken away.
Oh God.
Apparently, he was sitting there writing down notes, and one of the producers came over and said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm writing notes." They go, "You have to give me your notebook." Of course he didn't. The producers encouraged diners to complain volubly and bitterly. I have not known the word volubly.
How do you spell that?
Volubly.
And preferably in good lighting.
Volubly.
So loudly.
With volume,
Volume.
I
Wow.
take it, right?
Interesting.
If you have something to say about the food or service, a producer instructed, give us a signal so we can bring the camera to the table. Once we're there, don't look directly at the camera, but speak in a loud enough voice so the microphone will pick you up clearly.
Oh, jeez.
How about this? Wait, and you can take this picture when you want. The British chef who produces the show became a laughing stock when viewers spotted the same faces in the audience over and over at supposedly the people that were lining up to try out for Master Chef. To see the same color circles showed the same people.
Oh,
At
my
least
Photoshop
3
God.
groups of everyday people were replicated to make it look like there were hundreds in the studio. The clip from episode 5 of the series ran with a voiceover saying that amateur chefs from from every corner of the U.S. had shown up. Producers behind the American version of this competition admitted the scenes had been faked. A spokesman said, "We've reviewed the footage and it's clear that the scene was enhanced in post-production."
jeez.
Moving on. Another episode worked well for the restaurant called Mazio's, but the show wasn't completely accurate. For one thing, Brian was a lot less confrontational in real life than on the show, and he never walked out on the family. That van you saw driving away, that was the plumber. Really, the power of editing. I remember that episode.
Uh-huh.
This is on Kitchen Nightmares, right?
This is on Kitchen Nightmares.
I think I've seen that one too, yeah.
Guy gets all pissed off. It's a father-son thing. They have a huge fight.
Right.
And I don't remember which one. I guess the son, I think, supposedly gets in his vehicle and
peels
takes
out.
off.
Yeah.
Turns out it wasn't him. They made it look like it was him.
It's like what they do. They're like, all right, we need to get some reaction shots. So you have to be like, oh, or like angry,
Right.
and then they can just stick that in anywhere, and they can make it look like you were super upset in any given situation or super freaked out.
Ramsay wanted to see the bartender brother and Brian switch places to appreciate each other's jobs. Ramsay put Buddy into the kitchen, see what it was like, but it wasn't confrontational enough, so they made up the Brian storms out part. And then there was the part about the guy a cook, who dropped the chicken wing on the floor, put it in the fryer, and then on a plate. Turns out he didn't even work for the restaurant. He was hired to work the days the Kitchen Nightmare was taping at the producer's suggestion. Also, the show overbooked the restaurant on purpose in order to create drama. They usually book 50. The producers booked 150.
Oh.
So look at the picture. It's
you
literally
very much.
the exact same, and they're about an inch apart from each other.
Right.
So it's not even.
No, they do that. I know they employ that trick in movies when they're showing like
Yes.
people in a stadium.
Yes.
Yeah, like Lord of the Rings.
Or you
right?
know who
Things
else
like
does
when
that?
They're having massive
You know who
battles.
else does that?
Who?
The Islamic Republic of Iran, when they want to make a rally in support of the government, go from 50,000 people to 5 million people.
Wow.
They totally fake it.
Well, the fact that they get 50,000 is still impressive if that's what it is.
No, but they bust people in.
Oh my God.
We don't want to get into
I
that,
don't want to
but
get
yeah.
There's a really good organization called Helps International. Obviously, I'm moving on now. They send doctors to Guatemala. They're there for a couple of weeks. The locals come that have never seen a doctor before. They do amazing thing. It's not just the cleft palate kind of stuff. It's like terrible disformations of the face and the body that these doctors are fixing. They're helping people, teeth, eyes, everything for the first time, right? It's a great organization. I get reached out to by them. It has to be maybe 3-4 years ago now. Would I want to go down on one of their trips to Guatemala and shoot a show down there, show what they're doing, and also help in the kitchen and, maybe help make the food that they're serving all the volunteers that go, a little my version of whatever I would do, right? So I thought it was an interesting idea, but I mean, it's not easy scheduling a trip to Guatemala. One thing led to another, and it didn't work out. That's the backstory.
Okay.
I get an email yesterday. It goes like this. So I just finished watching, the subject is winging it sometimes. So I just finished watching your show last night. Got to tell you, not that fabulous or real, as you say.
Is he speaking about TV or this?
I believe they're talking about the show. Got to tell you, not that fabulous or real, as you say. We invited you to join us in Guatemala to help us with Helps International to bring our food up a notch by putting your 3 and 4 ingredient theory to real world practice. I've been watching you forever, but after I heard that you turned us down, gotta say, bummed you bailed. You should join us when you think our theory and schedule permits.
Wait, what?
So it turns out, because I didn't go to Guatemala, I'm now an asshole.
I mean, that's what I was going to say.
So what does this mean? Does that mean now I'm going to get an email from somebody to come cook at their 4-year-old's birthday party, and I don't show up, and now I'm a bastard?
No, it sounded like they were going to be like, we wanted you to come, but then I saw your show, and now I'm glad you didn't. But
so
then
I just finished
they
watching.
insulted you
So I just finished watching your show. Got to tell you, not that fabulous or real as you say. She's pissed off at me because I chose not to go to Guatemala because I couldn't work out the timing or something. Well, guess what, Vera? Things happen in this world, and you can't always work out stuff. And it's not like you were inviting me to go to freaking Encinitas to stand around for a half an hour and cut a ribbon or make some food.
Yeah.
It's fucking Guatemala. I'm sorry it didn't work out, but don't hate me because of it. Jesus Christ. Sorry for taking his name in vain. I don't even know him.
It's not an easy
And you
trip
want to know
down
what?
there.
It's a great organization. And I came back from meeting the main doctor that does this. I was all jazzed. I said, this would be a cool thing, Kel, if I could work this out. But it's Guatemala, and it's tough to do, and how am I going to do it? And it's a couple of weeks, and blah, 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 whatever it is. I'm sorry, Vera, it didn't work out. So sue me. Jesus. And don't write me back again. I started writing back last night, and Kelly goes, don't do it.
No, you can't. Sometimes you have to just put the computer down and walk away.
Maybe we
You know what? Here's the thing. It's one thing when somebody calls me stupid or fat or ugly or I can't cook. I don't care about that stuff. But this really pissed me off. It really pissed me off.
I know why.
Why?
Because you do so much. You do so many.
I do a lot of charity
you
stuff.
have a problem turning
I have a
people
problem
down.
turning stuff down.
And
Apparently,
it's been like that for
I didn't
10
have a
years.
problem turning down Guatemala and Helps International. It's a great organization. She needs to go. She's going to be like that. By the way, maybe I was thinking I couldn't do it then, but now since I don't have a TV show, now I got a little more time in my schedule. Well, guess what? Now I'm busy and I can't make it. Vera.
You know what? Maybe we can get the Kitchen Nightmares graphic design people to just Photoshop you into some
Me
picture
in Guatemala.
in the jungle cooking some
for
food.
these people.
Yeah,
God.
That was terrible, man.
I thought it was terrible.
it's rude.
When you hear things like that, you just wonder, like, okay, well, you don't want it to reflect bad on the organization because the organization is great and that's just one person. But yeah, if someone asks you again, another person from that organization,
No, he's
You're
not.
gonna have a hard time saying yeah.
Don't you love how she threw that little dig in about how your show's not very authentic or legit at the beginning?
Yeah.
And then she says, "But we still wish you would come." Like, that's not cool.
Gotta tell you, not that fabulous or real, as you say.
Just that little dig.
All right, I do say the show's real. I say whatever really happens when we shoot the show, we keep in the show. If I cut myself, we leave it in. I don't fake anything. The only stuff I fake is obviously fake. Is me as Martha Stewart or Guy Fieri or Paula Deen. Enough. I got to get off that. I can't stop. I can't stop looking at that.
It's time to cook.
I
if you
kept
wanna
bringing
hop
it.
in.
No, it's not time to cook. I got something else I want. Two more
Okay.
things, and then we're gonna make cheater hummus. Vera.
All right. Well, what's up next?
All right. I have some pictures on my computer. I want you to tell me what these people are pointing at.
You want me to pull this one up?
Yeah. That's why I said these pictures. So the guy on the right, what's he pointing at? Keep it yourself. Okay?
Okay.
I know what I think he's pointing at.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think this LaDainian Tomlinson lookalike is pointing at? Right?
Okay.
And what do you think this woman is pointing at? It just freaking kills me.
Is that the last one?
That's the last one. Yeah. Do you know here? Here's the commercial without the sound.
Yeah.
It's
Wait, can we play it?
Yeah, you can play it. Go ahead.
Will you
I'll
full
take the
screen
sound
that?
off. Yeah, go ahead. Will I?
Never mind. I got it. You leave it.
Okay. It's for Yakult. That probiotic, milky kind of stuff. And the line is, it's in here.
Oh God.
But look at, don't point down there, sweetheart. You're too young to be pointing at that. Well, look at this.
No, that is really weird.
I mean, come on. Isn't it funny? Every time I've looked at this commercial, I've said to Mom, why are these people pointing at their genitals? Look
Why?
at this guy.
That's true.
Dude.
No, and they have the.
Dude,
that's
what are
such a
you
creepy
pointing
look.
at your crotch for?
That's almost as bad as
creepiest thing
whenever-
ever.
It's terrible. And the little girl's there. Daddy, should you be doing that?
Oh, I know.
Oh, my God.
Oh, weird.
Do you remember when a long time ago, we played a commercial for like, it was a product. It was like a vaginal.
The
product.
vagina?
Yeah, something. And like it was you did the hand puppet to.
Oh yeah.
And we were debating forever. Like, should we even play this? Like, is this
Oh,
even?
Man.
It was horribly wrong. It was
Yes, it
horribly
was.
wrong like that is. I think they got to refigure that campaign.
Yeah.
The funny thing is,
Can't they just point sideways or like this? Why do they have to be pointing down?
Okay.
What am I pointing at
That
right now?
commercial went through all the stages of approval, and not one person
Was
said,
like-
maybe we should change the way that
And
they
they're just,
point or something.
Anybody notice that it looks like Jeremy's pointing at his nuts?
Yeah. Every single person's pointing at their crotch.
Hey, can I just want to say what?
Boom.
So Yakult is something that like I grew up on. This is stuff that's been around for a really long time.
Right.
They've
Maybe
been,
show it. Show.
They've been recently like bringing it to like supermarkets, and it's interesting because
I've
it's
never
like
had this.
is like stuff I used to drink all the time as a kid.
Yeah. So
like one of those little
so
Asian
here's what it
yogurt
is.
things.
It's like it's
is.
bacteria in milky form. Is that
Oh,
right?
Wonderful.
It's like a yogurt drink. basically.
And I've only seen it at a Mitsuya Japanese supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
So is it Japanese or Chinese? Or just an Asian thing?
I think it's an Asian thing in general.
Okay.
Yeah, but Naylin's right. I have seen this. I think at the regular supermarket.
They do. They sell them all over the place now because the probiotic thing is like big.
Probiotic.
Jesus, 28 million bottles enjoyed daily.
They're tiny.
And you know what? I think 27 million of them are enjoyed in Asian countries,
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
which I had to correct my neighbor the other day, Matt. We're outside, and he said, have you seen that new Oriental store on Claremont Mesa Boulevard?
They don't say that anymore, do
And
they?
I said, a whole store full of rugs? He goes, what? I go, Matt, it's 2013. If it's Oriental, it's a rug. If it's a store, it's an Asian market.
How about the fact that you guys all grew up saying Jap apples?
No, it was Jap oranges.
Jap oranges. That
you'd go into a store at Christmas when those little
never heard that
Satsuma, those little Satsuma-like oranges that you could peel were in season. And if you couldn't find them, you would say to the produce guy, excuse me, do you have any Jap oranges? That's what you said. I'm 53.
What a
so
different
now
world.
take us back 40 years. You would say, do you have any Jap oranges? And the
Yeah.
guy would go, huh, they were right here. Hang on one sec. Hey, Larry, are we any more Jap oranges in the back?
That's hilarious.
That's like if you
Can you
walk into
believe that?
Vons and you're like, hey, you got any of that Jew bread around here?
Exactly.
The circular Jew bread with the hole in it?
Oh, God. All right, one more thing. Two more shots, and then we're out. Anybody know what this is?
Paper?
No.
Oh,
My computer.
On your computer?
Yeah, back up just a bit.
Yep.
That is a lot of sausages in a
That's a
sandwich.
sausage burger.
That's from McDonald's China, and it's called the Sausage Double Beef Burger.
Oh my god, they have
It's being sold for a limited time.
They have just these crazy caricatures of Americans.
And by the way,
over there.
anything that could be positively healthy on that, I don't know, lettuce, pickle, tomato,
non-existent.
not there.
Mustard's fat-free.
By the way, keep on that shot right there, Max.
Yeah.
That is not to be confused with their with McDonald's
What is that?
burger in Germany. Do you have any idea what that's called?
It looks like a pontoon.
It doesn't
It's
it?
a sausage
right.
burger?
It's a sausage burger. Do you know what it's called?
No.
Best name ever. It's the Nuremberger.
That's hilarious.
The Nuremberg.
That's so cool.
Can you believe that?
Genius marketing, man.
The Nuremberger.
Oh my god, McDonald's.
That's fantastic.
Germany stepping it up.
The
But I can't
Nuremberger.
tell. Do this shot again because I don't know what this is. That and there's like bits of it.
Maybe like,
it's like
it looks like French fries or chips or something.
something. Maybe even like bacon. I don't know what it is.
They're just like, how many forms of meat can we take and
Oh
pack
my
into
God.
one sandwich? The Americans will
Oh
love it.
God, I have no idea. Anyway. All right, it's time to cook. Let's go because I want to make this cheater hummus in the worst way because I can have it.
Let's do it.
It's 2013. You want to know what's really hot in kitchens? Steam. Pardon the pun, but it is. And starting in April, Fixtures Living has an amazing Steam event.
Steam at our Costa Mesa store, Highland Avenue and the 405.
Okay, hummus is very simple. There's only a handful of ingredients you use, and of course one of them is going to be garbanzo beans, chickpeas. It's the basis of it. It's what makes this what it is. So we'll start by opening this up and adding the rest. I want to use a little bit of this juice from the garbanzo beans to thin it out a little bit, or it would be way too chunky.
Got it.
So I'm just going to save a little bit back and then drain these things.
So I'm guessing in the absence of that juice, you would just use water to
You could
thin
use
it
water,
out?
but if you're opening a can of garbanzo beans, you're going to always have the juice. But I like to rinse the garbanzo beans. I don't like them. They have just a little bit of a film on them or something.
You're saying you don't grow and manufacture your own garbanzo beans?
I do not. I don't even know how you would do that.
This show's fake.
This show's fake. That's fake, yes. And apparently not all that fabulous, according to Vera. Okay, so while this is happening here,
This can't take too long, right? This
it
is
can't
just
take too long. No. Healthy. The protein in garbanzo beans is super good for you. And then there's nothing else bad that's going into this. So I need some lemon juice. I've got this here. I need some garlic, a couple cloves of garlic that I can just take and throw in. Peel the paper off the cloves. Cut off this little butt. I don't know what to call it.
the nub.
Is it called a nub?
I call it the nub.
I call it the butt, the garlic butt. Where's the nub here? There's the nub. Come on. Okay, so we got these guys in here. I'm going to throw a little parsley in too. I don't think that's the traditional move, but I really like the beautiful little greenness that it gives. You know, you can always throw some on top after, and I think people do that, but
We buy this hummus from the farmer's market. That's cilantro jalapeno.
yeah, absolutely would be
That
so
sounds
good,
good.
right? So this is your sort of basic one. I got to remember what I need. Oh, the garbanzo beans that I can throw in now. A little bit of this juice. Not too much. Lemon. Now, here's the thing. Juice a half a lemon. Wow, that was a really juicy half a lemon.
It's still going.
Really juicy. Here's the thing about hummus. one of the items that you need is called tahini. Tahini is basically sesame seed paste, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of a hassle. I don't keep it. It comes in a little tin like this big. You would put about a tablespoon of it in here. And then what are you going to do with it? Unless you're making a ton of it, you're not going to use it up. And I hate buying something that I'm only going to use a little bit of. I hate that. So here's what I'm going to do. Instead, I'm going to stick with the sesame, but I'm going to use the sesame oil.
No.
A little bit. I don't want it too spicy, but I've got also some of this blended, the chili sesame oil. So I'll use a little bit of that, and then a little regular sesame oil. And we're pretty close to being
Hold on one sec.
pretty close to being done. Ready?
Yep.
Sesame one, huh? Looks like the texture would be a little
No.
interesting.
Texture would be a little what? Now regular oil is going to follow in on this, but before I finish that off, I'm getting ahead of myself. I want something to serve this with. So check it out. We're going to use just some pitas. Whole wheat. Why whole wheat, Lynn?
Because you're fatty.
We're going to get emails now. Man. Why do you have to go and do shit like that? People are going to complain.
That's good for you, man. Fiber.
And it wasn't even me that said it. Okay, so I'll try and open this up like this.
Are you making pita chips there?
I'm just making a little pita bread thing. You'll see. Just a little pita dipper. But you don't need them to be this double thickness. So I like to just do this, if I can do it properly.
He's essentially making his own pita chips.
Yeah.
Just sort of. But I'm just going to bake these things. I mean, the oven's on to broil. Like this. And watch, a little olive oil. Just brush this around a bit. And now it can go in the oven under the broiler. Somebody remind me of that in about a minute. So now this needs, to make it the texture a little creamier, it needs some olive oil. So we'll drizzle this in slowly till it gets to the point where it's nice. Salt. Go down here, Max. Take this close-up shot, Lynn.
Yep.
Okay, good. I just lost my ear.
Okay.
So can we get a battery?
We can just finish it out, probably. It's
Okay.
almost done.
Okay. So let's see how we're doing. Hummus.
Nice.
Yeah, I want it actually a little spicier.
I won't object.
No, a little bit more salt. And just, oh shit!
I was just gonna say, it's been a minute.
Still good. Who doesn't like this?
The verdict?
I like it. Okay, so it's not completely 100% regular hummus like you're used to, but it's pretty effing good. And you don't have to worry about that stupid tahini, because you're not going to have it anyways. Quick, Max, would you know where you could buy tahini?
No.
I don't think you can get it at a regular supermarket. Lynn, do you think you can?
Some of them you can actually, but they have to be in, the right neighborhood kind of thing.
I can't actually hear him. I lost my ear. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay, we're good. These are going to be fine. Look it. Look it. Look it. Look it. So now what we have to do with these, just cut these guys up. Nice. We'll put them on here. We'll make this all look pretty. Just throw a bunch of these guys up on here. Hey, and what if you didn't want even that? Lucky, look out. Check out what we can do. Oh my God, where is it? Here it is. Celery.
Nice.
I like these inside guys.
Really? You prefer the insides?
I love the inside of the celery.
Weirdo.
I love it. I think it's great. Celery right here. Container comes out. So you can see the color is a little more yellow than it would normally be, and that's simply because we gave it the red of the sesame chili oil. Little green, boom, done. Healthy appetizer day. Dude's checking his phone. You're just fucking checking your
I
phone.
just got like 4 straight calls. I had no idea what it was from.
Well, maybe you wait till we're finished shooting.
I'm sorry, it seemed important.
Unbelievable. He just checked his phone right in the middle of this. Damn it. Here's what you do.
Yum.
Oh, shit. That little spice in here is really good. Healthy Appetizer Week. You got to make this. I say it all the time, you got to make everything. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. Especially you, Vera. I hope you've enjoyed this not all that fabulous or real show, as I say. Thanks for telling your friends, except you, Vera, who I'm sure you didn't. And come back on Wednesday for more healthy appetizers. It's going to be a great week. They're always a good week. Thanks for being here. See ya.